authority and every board shall in discharge of its function under this act be bound by such directions on the questions of policy as the central government may give in writing from time to time. The authority of the board, as the case may be, shall be given an opportunity to express its views. So and so, decision of the government, whether it's a question one of the policy or not, shall be final. But was more or less absolutely similarly worded as under Section 29 of the NCTE Act. Now, please come down to paragraph 18 and paragraph 20, and the High Court also notes this judgment and sides with the proof. The board, however, has been conferred with the power to make regulations under Section 123 in regard to matters specified therein. Section 123A of 1963 Act empowers the authority to make regulations consistent with the provisions of 1963 Act inter alia for purpose of salaries, allowances payable to, and other conditions of service of officers and employees of the authority under subsection 2 of 47 of the 63 Act. Now, my lord, please come to paragraph 20 now. Powers of the central government to direct any board to make any regulation is confined to the matters specified in section 28 or 76 or 123, or to amend any regulation within such period as the central government may specify in this behalf. Section 34 of our Act, which said in 2 years you can make any amendment, central government can direct. No regulation exists enabling the government to issue any direction in relation to a regulation governing salaries, allowances payable to, or any other conditions of the service of the officer and employees of the authority. In any event, in the event of such direction is not followed, central government may take recourse only to the provision of subsection 2 of section 124 of 163 Act, which reads that no regulation other than the regulation made under 28 be approved by the central government unless the same has been published by the court. So the same thing as is in the present case. It will go before the parliament. The parliament can then make the modifications. Here the central government could follow the procedure that it had in its own statute. Now, my lords, please come to paragraph 24. The power of the central government to issue directions as contained in 111 cannot be stretched to amend regulations. Powers must be exercised by central government only in regard to administration of the trust. Such power to issue direction must be construed strictly. So, my lords, I don't think there can be a judgment that could have a closer provision similar to 29 to that extent. And I respectfully submit that if 24 is the principle that this court applied to that interpretation, then central government definitely could not have issued that direction. Now coming to 23 of the RTE Act after this. Now, my lords, if we may turn for a moment to section 23 of the RTE Act. My lords, it's in the same convenience volume, if my lords would like to use that. Yes, in that same volume 1, the first volume. I can see Justice Julia is using the book rather. Now, my lords, 23, I will, for the convenience of the court, divide it actually into 2 parts. The first part, under 23, is academic authority has to take the decision in making the prescribing the qualification or making persons who will be eligible. So let's please read it once, and I'm sure my lords have read it many a time. Any person possessing such minimum qualification, now, as laid down by an academic qualification, prescribed by an academic authority, authorized by a central government. Now, the academic authority is that executive council under the NCTE Act. So, it's not the central government that has the power to do so under even 23(1). It is the authority which has been authorized by a statute to formulate, determine the qualifications for the by a notification for those persons eligible for appointment as teachers. Therefore, there is no power with the central government that is retained here. That power is with that academic authority. Now, my lords, I come to the second limb. And the two limbs are independent, divergent. They do not have an interplay at all. What is sought to be done today is to try to bring one part from 23.2 and take it to 23.1. That is what is sought to be said. The central government exercise power under 23.1, which I submit they cannot do on the plain reading, and take some part from 23.2, which also cannot be done. I'm just explaining why I say that.
Here you are arguing with Mr. Singhvi's argument.
Because I'm not at all in digress with Dr. Singhvi's argument. I'm not going to at all a moment saying that I'm in conflict or I have a different position than
right now you are not in conflict. Right?
I am not in, because I try my best not to be in a conflict. On the same side, we should not be in a conflict in any case. So, well, we may put it differently, but I may make myself with a caveat here that if I'm not very articulate, I'm not being in conflict. So please don't take it in that manner. I'm putting that caveat right there. Now, my lords, can I come to the second limb of 23.2 and how I read it, if I may seek to request. Where a state does not have adequate institutions offering courses or training in teacher education or teachers possessing minimum qualifications as central government may. Now here, there is some power retained with the central government, but subject to those above caveats. If the state does not have adequate institutions which offer courses, or it does not have training teachers, education, or it does not have enough teachers who possess that particular qualification. There, central government may, if it is deemed necessary, by notification, relax minimum qualification required for appointment as teacher for such period not exceeding 5 years as may be specified in that notification. So, minimum qualification can only be prescribed by the academic authority authorized by the central government. Central government is nowhere in that area of a specialized body. But what the central government under 2 retains to itself, subject to those 3 preconditions. In subsection 2 of 23, it may relax the minimum qualifications for appointment. Period not exceeding 5 years, and there also, my lords, it has provided that they will have to acquire that minimum qualification in that period of 5 years.